Hey everyone, it's Utsav. Today's video features the TH80, a budget-friendly 75% keyboard from EPOMAKER paired with the Marshmallow keycaps from Infinity. My 13-year-old niece absolutely loved the kitty-themed Gateron K6 I built. I've left a link to that video in the description. And so I decided to make a custom keyboard just for her. As usual, links for everything you'll see in this video can be found in the description below. I also have sound and typing tests for you toward the end. Real quick favor before we get started, YouTube tells me that more than 98% of you are not yet subscribed, so please do me a solid and hit that subscribe button, it really helps a lot. Thanks in advance, and now let's get on with the video. The TH80 is designed for beginners. It ships pre-built with the stabs, knob and bottom assembly ready to go. All you're supposed to do is install your preferred switches and keycaps, and as you'll see shortly, this board is not particularly modder friendly. The TH80 has feet that allow for 3 different typing angles. Pads are pre-installed to keep the keyboard from sliding around your desk. You can use it in either wired or wireless mode. Inside the box, you'll find a multi-language quick start guide, a switch and keycap puller, and a color-matched braided USB-A to USB-C cable. For this build, I picked Gateron G Pro KS9s. These come lightly factory lubed and the top housing is clear, allowing my niece to more readily enjoy the board's RGB lighting. I generally don't expect much from stabilizers in pre-built boards, so my first step was to test what these sounded like stock. Surprisingly, they were actually pretty decent, except for the backspace key, where the housing felt a tad loose. Separating the top and bottom case housing is an exercise in both patience and frustration. It really isn't designed to be opened easily, but I was eventually able to pry my way in. Attached underneath the top housing, you can see 6 pour-on gaskets that act as sound dampeners when you're typing. At the bottom of the case, you'll find a thin layer of cheap foam, the battery, and additional gaskets. The plastic is thin, exactly what you can expect from a budget board. Between the plate and PCB, you'll find more foam. 6 screws hold together the sandwich. To fix the loose backspace stabilizer, I upcycled some excess stabilizer shim material to reduce the tolerance and reinserted the plate-mounted stab. I also applied 3 layers of masking tape to the bottom of the PCB, taking care to leave cutouts in the appropriate places. Then, I reinserted the thin layer of case foam because I felt that there simply wasn't enough space for anything thicker. Finally, I reassembled and briefly turned on the board using the RGB as a proxy to confirm that I hadn't damaged anything. After installing the switches, I repeated this test and then followed through with the Marshmallow keycaps and rotary knob to complete the build. I quite like how this keycap set looks on the white board. On to the sound and typing tests. Overall, I'm quite pleased with how this build turned out. The TH80 makes the right trade-offs, trading materials quality for features that are far more valuable to a kid. Multi-device wireless connectivity, decent battery life, RGB lighting that also happens to be per key, and automatic Win-Mac layout switching. My mods aren't perfect, and that's okay too. It'll give her something to do. If you enjoyed this video, please help me to grow this channel and drop a like, smash subscribe, and turn on notifications if you want to know whenever I post a new video. And as always, thanks for watching.